Now, I don't know what episode we are. 341.
Working.
Now we're going to say it's 341. Our guests already talking and stuff. We ain't even did no introductions, but I'm about to get into these studious brothers here in 1 second. So you got your boy LP. I am wearing, now this is the biggest size we got, y'all.
Okay.
But it fits. The dirty, sexy, funny Letterman. We had 2 shows here at the Hive, Thursday, Friday. We also opened for T.I. last night at the Improv. So y'all might see some surprises on the way with the Pour Horsemen, but just kind of keep that in mind. So you got your boy LP. To my left, I have Mr. Faces himself, DJ Silk. I'm going to skip the brothers to his left, and I'm going to go straight to our guy in the shades right here. He said he is Mr. 5 in the morning. Pleasure P. How y'all fellas doing before we get into our guests today? How y'all doing, brothers?
Nah, it's been beautiful, man. Everything is good, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm going to give a little behind the scenes. Phil started the pod today. He said he didn't want to drink because he said he'd be crazy horny. And I need to know why you are so horny as a black man right now. What is going on? We got education brothers in here right now. Why are you so horny?
No educational niggas be horny too, man.
All right, so let's get to our introduction real quick. So it is an honor and a pleasure to have these 2 gentlemen here. Prairie View A&M alum. They have pioneered an industry, and we're going to let them get into that as well. But they also operate out of the Hive. So you are really now getting an opportunity to see all the staff that's in here, all the leaders, all the executives. So please, brothers, Jarren and Doug, introduce yourselves right to that camera right there to the audience, fellas.
What up, y'all?
You got to do more than that. You got to do more than that.
This is Doug.
What's going on, y'all? Douglas Johnson, one half of the founders of Read with a Rapper, Education, Entertainment, Legends Do Live, the social enterprise. We're glad to be here, man. I'm excited.
All that.
That sounds like a whole lot of LLCs.
Yeah, so it's
It's a little more than that, but
at
it's
least more than
more.
that. A little razzle dazzle.
Don't mind me. I'll be pocket watching a little bit. But I digress. Go ahead.
So tell the people about what's going on at the Hive, all that, and then we're going to jump right into the interview, how they can get and all those details, because I want to start with a fire question when we get going. Yeah,
man. At the Hive, we are operating completely out of here. So we'll be able to do fully Reading with a Rapper programming for students, families, all ages, all colors. We're going to be launching our first summer camp this summer. It's called Cultureverse. So it'll be everything around media literacy, our own hip hop spelling bee that we're going to be doing where we're infusing music and technology. Yeah, man, we got a big show coming up called Classroom Concerts. It's like our version of like MTV Unplugged meets like Apple. So it's going to be some immersiveness, some technology, some activations on top of live performances from our own artists from the label that we have.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of our research and development here. We're in the process of developing our early childhood curriculum with Read with a Rapper for pre-K through first grade, as well as our Spanish and our math and our financial literacy. So super excited about that.
Hiring more teachers.
Yep.
We building a whole ecosystem, new technology, all new things.
Let me ask you, what rappers are y'all working with right now currently?
So I'll go back. The rappers we've worked with since we started, first one we ever did was Meek Mill.
Okay.
So that was 2019. He had just got out of prison in 2018, and right before he started Reform. So we approached Meek, Maxwell Cream, 2 Chainz, Rhapsody, Bun B. He's on our board now. Rhapsody's on our board as well too. Then to our actual label that we just started about 2 years ago, Buddy Rowe, who's a Houston and native. And then we're looking at some new people that we haven't officially signed them yet, but talking some more. But that's a good chunk of the artists we've been working with since we started.
That's dope.
So let's get right into it.
Marcus Clay too. Damn, I cannot forget that.
Yeah, you cannot forget it. I mean, you already Marcus. He forgot about you. So we
did not
sign
with us.
You're not that dope, Marcus. Come sign with Death Row.
I was pre-gaming records.
Stop. Come sign with Death Row, brother. You gonna get a Letterman jacket too when you sign with us. You know what I'm saying?
I was pre-gaming.
Yeah. All right. Let's get right into it. How would Tupac feel about you all teaching the blacks to read?
He would love it.
Oh yeah, he'd be floored, I feel like.
Why?
Because he was making his music for people to read it anyway, to be educated. He was already giving everybody the actual lessons and the messages through his music.
Yeah, he was doing it. It just wasn't a name for it or a system or infrastructure
you telling
around
me Brenda Got a Baby would be a functional song for Reading with a Rapper?
Yeah, because it's reality. It's a lot of people that have babies.
Facts.
Yep.
Okay.
Right? You can only talk about what you've seen. So if you don't see it, you can't talk about it.
How would Biggie Smalls feel about you all teaching the blacks to read?
I think he would
I
love
think
it.
he love it as well.
That's my cousin too.
Wait, hold on. Let's take a pause.
All right.
Hold on.
What's my last name?
Hold on. Oh, his
Damn.
real last name wasn't Small. so we need to break this down. Why is he
legally-
your cousin?
His name is Biggie Small.
But that's not his name.
That is his name.
That's not his
Depending
real
on who you're
name.
talking to.
That's an
Depending on who you're
alias.
talking to.
My name isn't Lebrano Palmer. You know what I'm saying? Funny story. I had someone come up to me. Oh man, you must be my family. My last name's Palmer. I said no.
Oh,
Like
We're
don't
not
ask
family,
me.
brother.
We're not family.
We're
I
not
had
related.
a whole man act as if he knew this man.
Oh man.
Wait, where
Like
was
they
this
was
at?
neighbors and shit. I asked LP about bro, and LP like, I don't know that nigga.
I don't know anyone, bro. What are you talking about? Like I was mad that he said he knew me like that.
I was at a
Yeah.
game. He was like, yeah, me and Breon talk about everything.
It's the
That's my
podcast.
boy.
Y'all getting
That's my
too
boy.
y'all blowing up.
No,
Crazy.
don't
They
don't
feel like
say
they know you.
me.
That's a good thing.
We
That's
barely
crazy.
know y'all and y'all work here. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, Biggie
we're
will
getting
fuck
to know y'all today. Like as a matter of fact, this is real.
Yeah.
So now you all are also launching a podcast.
Yeah.
Kind of tell the people about what this will be about, and then we're gonna jump into some more things.
The podcast in collaboration with Creators Guild is going to be called The Process. It's going to be like our version of like Earn Your Leisure, but for the education business. And I think a lot of people don't understand the big business around education, how it affects so many different things around them.
I definitely do.
And telling a lot of our story, how we got to this point, how we landed here, and all the importance really around the things that we're doing with the state of education as a whole.
Okay. So why did you pick reading as your like vertical? Why did you start there?
I mean, honestly, I think we picked it by accident. I was watching this interview while I was working at Preview during the summer, like around 2018. And it was a Migos interview. And they had to read a Dr. Seuss book, but in their rap cadence. And I was like, there's something here. They're doing figurative language in their music. They don't even know it, or if they do or not. And I was just asking some kids, like, what would you change in school if you could? At the time, they're just like, yo, it's not engaging. There's no experiences. Nobody hears us, all these things. And I was just like, man, that was a light bulb moment. I called Doug. I said, hey, bro, rappers be using figurative language. What's the way we can like let this live in school? And at first he was like, hell no. They gonna say no. Rappers in school? No. Right? So we had to figure out how to make it a curriculum. And I think while we were working through our nonprofit, because we started our nonprofit in 2012. So we've been in business for ourselves about 12 years now.
Okay.
So while we were in school, it's called Legends Do Live. And the mission is to fund and equip disadvantaged youth and communities through workshop programs and cultural experiences. So we were going into schools. We were both comm majors, marketing minors at Prairie View. We were interviewing folks and showing these unique stories to kids and say, yo, these people that you look up to, they're going through the same shit you're going through right now. So this is the David Banners, the Kevin Harts, the Ronald Greens, a different array of people from different areas to show like they're all the same.
Yeah.
While we were in the school showing them that and having these conversations, we was like, oh, y'all can't read. That's the real issue. People want to give people financial literacy in STEM, but you're not asking folks, can you understand just what's in front of you? That's comprehension. That's all from reading, right? So when you think about the root of learning, when you think about how we were as slaves, how we couldn't read because it was against the law, all these things around having information and knowledge, right? So we're like, if we want to eradicate a lot of this bullshit, let's get to the root of it, which is just the basis of how humans learn, which is reading.
Yeah. So we started digging through some of the data, and 50% of adults in the U.S. can't read or illiterate.
5th grade level,
Damn.
85%
Of adults. So just imagine how that trickles down to 3rd grade, 4th grade.
So there's 5 of us on this panel right now.
100%.
That means 3 of y'all can't read.
That's it.
Nah, I can read
So
good.
who can't read? Silk.
I was
It's got to be you.
I was a whole English
You got your
He was an
eyes.
English
Your
teacher.
eyes
I
don't
taught-
tell us you can read,
I
bro.
taught English for 9 years.
Okay, what's a simile? Your eyes. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. I don't know if you can read.
Comparing to
Actually,
non-like
you
by
stuttering.
using like or as.
Okay,
I got-
all right.
okay.
Come on, man.
I got a question though for y'all. When you kind of I guess bumped your head and said, yo, this is something here. Were you high?
No, bro, I was broke.
Ah.
Yeah.
Great motivator.
Yeah.
We've been working for ourselves since we graduated in 2012.
Man, that's what's up.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's hella dangerous.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You would think coming out of school, why would you want to start a business? One thing, but
Yeah.
starting a nonprofit, you're giving away money, right? While you at the point where you need it the most for your phase of your life. And we made a huge sacrifice. Like, our parents didn't talk to us for a year. We had full-time jobs when we graduated. Like, we just didn't want to go. because we just felt like this is not what we were supposed to be doing.
It was a bigger mission.
Y'all believe in yourself.
100%. 100%. I think to do something as long as we have to the level that we have over an extended period of time, it takes a certain amount of just grit and consistency that you're not just going to find.
No doubt.
So yeah, for everything that we've gone through over this extended period of time is definitely built us to be prepared for the things that we're getting and receiving.
So why y'all so close? Like what type of friendship? How did that come about?
Man,
I don't really like this name, man.
Nah, see, for real, really, it started out as like a little bit of a beef in college.
Facts.
Y'all was rivals.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it over?
So crazy. Our first interaction was me walking to school. So
It wasn't.
Before you even say anything.
So I'm walking to class. So I'm from New York originally.
Whereabouts?
By way of Brooklyn and Albany.
Okay.
So I grew up in both.
Where you from?
I'm from my city.
On the
Niggas
mic.
from the South do not
I'm from
typically get along with niggas from up north right away.
It was and why though? It was the opposite. I'm like, it's 30-something degrees. You know, HBC's already in the hood of the woods. Preview's like hood woods, right?
Both.
Yeah.
So we getting both. It's 30 degrees, but you feel it when that wind blowing. So I'm walking. He got shorts on, got a rosary on, V-neck on.
Yeah, he looked like he dressed like DMX in '96. Like, you know, I was waiting on some.
I thought we were shooting belly when I walked out.
Hating fool.
Nah, facts. Just in New York through and through. Some of me being a Southern dude, I'm like, hey, bro, you need help? You need some clothes or something? And he was just like, well, get the fuck out of my face. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know, that whole energy exchange, and that was kind of like, we kind of crossed paths, and then we ended up having the same class. And we just like, from there, it was just like,
yeah,
I don't know what it was.
Can't even explain
it.
Synergy.
Yeah. And
Some niggas you just rock with.
Yeah, man, that's my best friend, it's my brother.
Yeah, 100%. And we just built a mindset together over time. And I think a lot of times people they've never seen just like friendship and partnership.
No, that's real.
Especially out of two black men.
Yeah.
Doing the things that we're doing. I think people have never really seen that.
And we've
before.
gone through our fair of shit, though.
Without
like
question.
this is inevitable within that type of relationship.
I've been waiting to fight Phil for about 3 years, but I know I gotta fight the entire
catch your thing.
Yellowstone.
I gotta fight all the Yellowstone. You know what I'm saying? Every last Yellowstone shooter. They be waiting. They be like, oh, what did LP say today? Like, man, I love Phil, bro. Like, what you need, Phil? What you need, bro? Like,
They know exactly where
they know
you
exactly where I live too, which is sad, man. So let's get back to what's going on with the program, because y'all use some language and I want to make sure that our audience is familiar. What do y'all consider figurative language?
So you think about similes, metaphors, hyperboles, idioms. These are things that we are using a lot. Rappers are talking about it a lot in their music. And it's the things that we just hear every day. So let's give me a bar.
Man, he put you on the spot.
Right.
From New
It
York,
better not
bro.
be trash.
He from New
Give me a
York.
Gucci man. Give me
got the
give me a
whole-
Gucci man,
He should
bro.
have
I know
spent
you
at
got
least
the
all of
the whole
Ja Rule's
Brooklyn is on your
discography,
back
you know what
right
I'm
now.
saying? Like, always there when you call.
That's a great question.
The whole borough is on your back right now.
It's too late now.
Biggie Smalls rolling over in his
I was actually
And
thinking
his mama.
I was
His
actually trying to
mama
think of a
too.
damn.
Damn.
I'm actually trying to think of a Biggie verse right now.
Yeah.
Bro, you know you're a Gucci fan, bro. Just
I
go,
am a Gucci
just go in your
fan.
Gucci
I
bag.
was a deep Gucci
Your Larry
fan.
June bag. Go on.
It's
you
too
know.
late. He already lost confidence in the audience.
I mean, I thought of
They mad at you right now.
I thought of a hyperbolic statement that Biggie made
What was
that
that?
is
I
very,
already know
very,
what you're
very
about to say.
extremely pause worthy.
Which one is
Yeah.
that?
The first line on
So
Me
good
and My
that you
Bitch.
make
When I met you, I admit my first thoughts was a trip. You look
Look
so
so
good. I'll, you know.
perform fellatio on your father.
Yes.
So he might be exaggerating something,
So that's
right?
hyperbole.
So that's
Yeah.
a hyperbole.
That's
You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah.
exaggerating because he's
I
legally.
told you I know
We're
my
better
shit.
educators than these two.
I feel like we should do
Educators
a job.
You went far on that one. You went far on that one. But
We
it
are
worked.
now
It
taking
worked.
over.
Brought it back around, you know?
Really
He brought it
We
around.
are the rappers. We are the educators. Also, I don't know if they got it. We need a bar.
Let's be clear. We work with other teachers.
Yeah. Let's preface. We're we're in the mission and business around education.
That's
We're not
fine.
educators ourselves.
Now we did go sub though before we
We want
started.
to be the educators. How can you hire me?
I got 9
Silk,
years
and Phil?
experience. I
mean,
should be
an
like
educator.
an
Oh, let's get it.
administrator.
Absolutely, we can definitely train you once you go.
No,
through the
we
process.
don't want no training. We
Yeah.
want to just come to class.
Oh, you just want to go all the way in.
Impossible.
I'm trying to be a vice principal right away.
Yeah, let us be. And I want to be the principal.
AP.
Oh, man.
Sub,
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe in our school, we gonna start our own school for sure.
Yeah. Now you already called me principal LP, and now it sounds like you're taking
You
it
told me,
back.
but you
So
took
what
it
happened?
back.
Nah, you taking it back now. I was ready to walk into it now that I heard that y'all need some help with the idioms.
We gotta
You know what I'm saying?
get a little
that.
desk placard.
Yeah, give me a placard.
I got you.
Give me some stuff.
In a bullhorn.
Nah, I don't want to be.
Joe
What's
Clark.
my man off of?
Free
That
Mr.
is
Clark.
one of the funniest movies ever, bro.
Free Mr. Clark.
I don't want to be Mr. Clark.
bro.
I don't wanna be
Lean
Mr.
on
Clark.
me.
You would play that role well. I can see you
Exactly.
rolling.
I'll be the gym
I can-
coach. I'll be a gym coach.
I can see him rolling up on Braxton and be like, "You smoke crack, don't you?"
Catch a fade.
All right, so how did Houston? Why did y'all determine this was the best place to start the program, whether it's Legends Do Live or Reading with a Rapper?
And I'm gonna piggyback off of that
Oh,
because hip hop
Yep.
is born where he is from.
That's why I'm asking that
100%.
question.
So
100%.
what was the decision there?
I think that had to be going to Prairie View, and we were there at the creation and the height of the boogie era. And we enroll with Kirk Banks. He's in class with us. DJ Chose is a senior in high school in Brookshire DJing our parties.
Yeah,
DJ
yeah.
Mr. Rogers is there creating
Yep.
Party Boys,
The whole
Daddy Stroke,
sound.
all this a whole sound,
Yeah.
right? But also literally getting people signed, really creating an industry lane from there. So to see St. Chris, he was there at one point. It was White Boy Chris. He was there dancing, right?
Vanilla Trill,
Mhm.
White
Vanilla
Boy
Trill.
Chris, yeah.
Yep.
He's had a lot of.
He got St. Chris now though.
St. Chris.
Lamar
St. Chris,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But to see all that in real time, and then of course us graduating and actually just coming to Houston, it just made sense. From my POV, I'm from Old City. I was really fortunate enough to be around Travis and Chase. I'm in school with Chase. Travis is a year under us when he was in a group with Travis and Jason. But you seen how Houston over the years has been pioneering music as an independent sound for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So you can argue the fact that we pioneered a whole new sound the world is using.
True.
Right. So it makes
But do you think that Houston has been able to reap the rewards of pioneering the sound?
No, because there wasn't
Okay.
any infrastructure.
That's 100%.
No.
What do you, explain what do you mean by no infrastructure?
So there wasn't anything. So if you created a sound, or there was no labels here, there
Well,
wasn't anything.
look, take
for
that
you
back.
to
It
just-
Yeah,
was.
there was a label.
There was.
First,
I get where you're going. Yeah.
Apologize.
Yeah.
He's
from New York.
I apologize.
The
I
labels were
apologize.
here. I think the things around that makes the labels money, like the ASCAP, the Song Trust, the things the mechanical things
We're readily available.
were really
Yes.
available, right?
Yeah.
Often
For
these
them to just plug into immediately.
in
Yeah,
capital,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
Independent labels didn't have a big bank from New York or investments coming in. We were getting it out the trunk, or figuring it out ourselves, or raising money ourselves. There was no real private investment into what we were doing here in Houston.
So, what steps are you all taking then in your program? Because I've had some breakout conversations with you that I think would be good to have on camera, because we've talked about infrastructure together. We've had those conversations. What do you think needs to happen for us to take those next steps? What steps need to be put into place for infrastructure or music or Eddie and T like y'all are building now?
I think the things that we have done.
Yeah, I think what we're doing.
One,
Okay.
look at Rio and the Rapper as a product, right?
Okay.
And the product is under edutainment. First, we're not the education industry. We're not the entertainment industry. We have literally created the edutainment industry. So we've taken both and combined and make something uniquely different, right? We have the patents on this. So we're going to be the only platform that can actually legally advertise and distribute and stream content in school and educational spaces. Most brands, most companies legally can't do that until you're 18. We're as early as 3rd grade, and we're going to get younger. So we're beating the industries to the listener.
Okay.
Right. And so with that, we created our own format of music. You got LPs and EPs, right?
Yep.
We've created CPs. CPs are curriculum projects. It allows a body of content to live in 2 worlds at the same time. So artists can make a CP with us, which could be, songs, music videos, documentaries, short films, whatever we want that to be. It can still live on DSPs, but it's also getting licensed to school district, municipalities, cities, wholesale up front. So if the artist owns their content and music, they're winning hand over fist. They're not waiting for a year to collect pennies on the streams. They're doing 4 to 5 figures in 2 to 3 months. Right. So, and they're getting directly to their audience base. They don't have to compromise what they want to say and how they want to say it. right? Because often these rappers want to impact their neighborhood and their community, but the industry is not a viable source for that because that doesn't make sense for their business model. Their model is let's just ruin and kill it.
Yeah.
Right. So we're like more intentional within saying you can still get the same commercial success by being intentional with your content.
So, question with y'all, because the way that you're describing the CPs, you have literally created a whole nother industry almost. And with you creating your record label, is it centered around that model?
In what way?
So are you guys signing people to your label with the purpose of creating CPs for your curriculums that will eventually feed into, because it won't be a standalone thing. It's going to be included in Reading with the Rappers curriculum, correct?
Yep.
So are you actively seeking rappers to be stars like in the industry, or are you more focused on the lane that you're already in as far as the curriculum projects?
So I think we're looking for anybody who has a message and we're creating music with the intention of education, not with the intention of entertainment. We're mixing both, but the main intention is education. So if you have a intent on reaching the masses, yes, we'd love to work with you. But at the same time, it's more about what we're teaching kids and what we're bringing to them and what we're introducing to their minds, especially at a young age, like third grade, preschool, whatever the case may be. It's very important what we're giving to them is vetted, and we understand like what we're giving to them it's a very powerful tool.
And yes, we are taking some of those same entertainment and commercial practices, right? The difference is we're partnering with artists. We're not going to sign you to our label for 100 years and own your masters and do all that. We're not doing that. If you want to make a CP with us, you can come over here and do this. Like we're like a Nickelodeon. Yeah. So like this product that we're doing together collectively, we're moving. Anything outside of that, they got nothing to do with us. Right. So if you sign to Def Jam and want to still go make a regular album, go do that. They got nothing to do with us.
That because you just said you have artists like Meek Mill, like Bun B, like David Banner. But Meek Mill at the time was coming out of jail. You have these rappers like for instance, what's going on now, Yellow Beezy. Like if he wanted to do a CP, but then you have this thing attached to him.
Well, I mean,
my question is, how do you balance those things with being a part of a school district who has to vet and make sure that the information and the message and even the person delivering the message is somebody for quote unquote children?
Two part. One, when we interface with artists, especially on the national recording side, we tell them immediately, it's not about you. Remove that from you. It's about the kids. If you can't get down with that, there's nothing for us to talk about because we don't need you to do this, essentially. And we knew if we made the label and had the curriculum and the formats and the content, we can kind of like, I guess you could say strong arm and get them to understand like you have to use these certain languages to be in this space. You can't use cuss words. You can't use your vocabulary. That lets me know that you can read at a certain level, right? Because how you can express yourself.
Damn, so you can't read?
So it's that side, right? But then Doug and I saw like, okay, that might be a bigger problem just because of their narrative, like you talked about, right? So we're looking for new artists just to discover and sign.
Of course.
Gotcha.
Hey, y'all doing the Lord's work. Y'all know that?
Yeah.
Like
100%.
100%.
Yeah, because I'm just sitting here listening as the fellas asking y'all questions. And what y'all are doing is y'all have opened y'all brain up to know that kids nowadays aren't as simple as we were back then, right? They're more dynamic, they're more complex, they're more
experiential.
They experiment way faster. And y'all are introducing something that will help them learn to read. That's pretty powerful.
And I think it's important to know like our goal is to enhance your literacy no matter where you are on the literacy spectrum. So it's not just like teaching you how to read. You could be an adult, right? This is made for families, right? A student could be anybody. We should be forever learning as human beings. But at a certain point, we just stop. And I think that's the stagnant piece of what's going on. When you think about a lot of these social issues, it's because they're connected to these human issues that we're not really talking about. Literacy is a human problem, right? If everything that we've gone through with racism, that's taught. Right. So if you have the critical thinking skills to maneuver through some information You can be like, that's not real, or that's not, you can decipher that. But when you don't, you can be easily persuaded. So think about even with church. If you're not even going there reading the Bible for yourself to have your own knowledge and understanding for it, somebody can just tell you whatever.
Yeah. You know what? Y'all some smart niggas, man.
All right, so hold on. Before we get into some hot seat
For
questions,
real.
we're going to take a break here in a moment to set that up. You would also agree that the Pour Horsemen is doing the Lord's work as well, right? Man, that's sad.
Y'all spreading the message.
Said you want to catch a fade.
I definitely want to fight him now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all spreading the message,
So
man.
we're part of his
So you said we not smart? Is that what it is?
No, the Lord likes to laugh. He laughs at us.
You definitely laugh at your ass.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get our hot seat set up.
Ooh, yeah.
Silk, get us a nice little melody under for the hot seat.
Gotcha.
We back in 2 minutes.
Don P, we here with the hot seat segment of the show. Silk on the ones and twos, baby ass nigga. All right, here we go. First question. If you could erase any bad memory, if you could erase every bad memory, would you?
No.
Damn, I'm going to say no.
Why not?
Because those are the moments and times that allow me to be the person I am today. Those experiences allow me to grow the way that it grow in a way that I'm proud of. So no, I wouldn't.
Okay. What about you?
Ditto.
Okay. Simple. Okay. How much personal space do you need in a relationship?
Yeah, I'm an only child. So I'm married. I still need my personal space.
Yeah.
So luckily we got like a townhome. So like I kind of claim the second floor. And she kind of knows sometime like, hey, I need some Jarren time.
That's
so I'm going to say at least out the week, I'm going to need at least 2 or 3 times out the week. Like just kind of let me be, bro.
No, same here. I need my me time. I'm married to 6 years next month.
Okay.
And my wife has that. Me and my wife have that understanding that Doug just need his go time. For me, usually that's like walks in nature and stuff like that.
He like bird.
That's my thing. I bird watch. So I'm a different kind of nigga.
That's live though.
Yo, he like that brother who almost got arrested in New York. For watching them birds with that white lady.
Nah, for sure.
Oh,
and then look, check my boy out now. He on National Geographic.
Yeah,
bird
but you're
watching
not.
shows.
You about to be arrested.
Okay.
Check my boy out.
Next question. What's an important thing that you've learned from a past relationship?
Ooh, man. I would say you ain't gotta really take the toxicity. I think sometimes we like sit in it because you believe that if you sit in it long enough, this is how you're supposed to get through it by fighting for something, when really you should just be walking away. Okay. So I think just walking away from toxicity, as soon as you get a whiff of that shit, like just leave.
Yeah. I would say understanding balance and ensuring that you and that person are equally yoked or want the same things. Because when not, like you said, that can always grow to toxicity or some type of negativity at some point. But yeah, I would say just understanding that balance and making sure y'all in the same place. It's okay, we're growing together. You can definitely do that, but making sure that person wants to grow.
Okay. When's the last time you felt lost?
Shoot. this year?
Right. This year.
Yeah, I'm deep, bitch.
Nah, I would say. Nah. I mean, I won't go more of on a personal, like spiritual, like people around me. I've lost some people this last year for sure, but like from an entrepreneur standpoint, like that's happening all the time. It's like ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Even though we sit in this building, it's like we sit in an increase.
Yeah. To
go to that next level, you still have to give almost every part of your last level, right?
Yeah,
so like we tapped them.
Gotcha.
Tapped out.
For sure. Yeah.
Right. What's your least favorite emotion?
Hold on. Hold on. Put the camera on.
Yeah, give it to me. My shit good. I know it.
We agreed to get this young man this breakout. And these I don't know where you got these questions from.
ChatGPT. ChatGPT.
No, I don't even use it.
I don't know what you are.
He said he was super
on Copilot, Microsoft Copilot. He said, "Hey man, I need to break out."
He said he went too studious on that.
Least favorite emotion. Go ahead.
I would say probably for me, my least favorite, the one I probably embody the least is anger.
Okay.
I don't particularly enjoy being angry. It's not something I just want to do. So it's usually like a very last resort for me.
Okay. Jay?
I kind of don't mind getting angry here and there. It's the passion, in me. I would say
least favorite emotion.
My least favorite emotion is like, I think it might be that though, because I don't really want to dwell in it, but I don't mind it. It's like a good balance.
Okay. All right, here we go. If you could time travel, what era would you go to, and what would you want to experience?
I believe in time travel too, so this is a perfect question for me.
Okay, so what period are you from? Sorry, I got.
I'm from 1990.
You're a 90s baby.
I'm a 90s baby.
Okay, so what would you be doing in the 90s then? My bad, bro. I got to interject.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm going back to the house parties. Watching the girls all wear the same clothes because they like a little dance group.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was playing basketball at the time. That's when we had the dog tags and the chain. Man, we had the do-rags around our neck. Like, it was the two-tone do-rags.
Yeah.
And you went to movie theater just to go to the movie theater.
That's me for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Walk around the mall, you eating samples just to go around and you're going to buy nothing.
Yeah.
You know wife beaters with me, though. I wore wife beaters then.
Okay.
All the time. Yeah.
I'll go back to the 90s.
As much as I love the 90s, but I'm a big history guy.
Okay.
So if I just off the top, if I could go back anywhere, it would be like ancient times. Like
my nigga want to be a gladiator.
Yeah,
he want to be ancient Rome.
It'll be like ancient times, ancient Africa, Egypt. Like I'm very much a kingdom minded person. Like I'm always thinking about how to build my kingdom and kingdom for other people. So, and build a legacy and things that are going to be here forever. So,
bonus answer. If I could, I would go to the future to get away from all this bullshit.
Okay. That's
but you don't know what the future entails.
That's also true.
That's true, but I'll figure it out when I get there.
Okay.
Last one. Give him one go. Go on going.
All right. What would you do in life if you knew you could not fail?
Be doing exactly what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
You see that moaning note that the women was just doing from that question? This shit comes from love.
Yo, feeling his bag today.
Yeah. I to that same point. I feel like I'll be doing what I'm doing exactly right now. Because I feel like we move in a way that we feel like we can't fail. So,
Man, I fuck with you niggas, man. I ain't gonna bullshit you. Y'all, that was it. That's the hot.
All right, so we gonna close this out. Anything you want the people to know, what you got coming up next, how they can support, and all those details.
I mean, supporting, following us at readingwiththerapper.com, going to our, social media pages, and really like tapping into this camp that we getting ready to come out with. We'll be doing some more things here at the Hive. It's going to be really exciting.
What's the age group for the camp?
5th through 8th grade.
5th through 8th grade.
5th through 8th grade.
We'll be doing the spelling bee as well, the B.
Yeah, the spelling bee will be something.
Spell onomatopoeia right now for you.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, boy.
So we're not even doing that. You see, this is where you have to learn the power. No, it's a complete sentence. No. But the spelling bee is going to be something I think is going to be really cool because we've been really like diving in there for the last year and a half about how can we reimagine the spelling bee, but have culture and us infused into it. So it's going to have music and performances and trivia and all those things a part of it too. So that's going to be really cool. I think, that's really it.
Yeah, man. Just happen with us at Read It With a Rapper. Come by the Hive. Come take a tour. Come learn about what we're doing. Come learn about.
If you're a parent, if you're a kid, if you're an artist, if you're a company, we got room for you. We're growing a whole new space, creating more new jobs, and we're not asking nobody to help us. We're creating our own help.
Yeah. Are you comfortable with Pleasure P being one of your tour guides?
I don't think so. Maybe
maybe
on the Creators Guild side.
Maybe we'll come up with another alias.
Alias.
Are you telling him he's not allowed to be a part of the? Because he needs to be fired.
I don't know if I want him to introduce himself to a bunch of 6th graders as Pleasure P. I think that's not a good. I don't think that's a good.
I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't think that's unreasonable.
Real quick before we get out of here, this is my camera.
This is your
camera. Our camera.
Yeah.
For the DJ nigga that was in the shit talking shit about Reading with the Rapper because you didn't understand what they actually did. This is what they do.
Yep.
You're welcome.
And to give context, we're starting with hip hop. That's cool, but our goal is music. All genres.
Reggaeton, country, we'll touch everything.
Yeah, let me break out on the country.
Kids are listening to hip hop the most, so we just understand that's the gateway.
Yeah. What you singing about?
Oh, Dirk Bentley. I'm about to go crazy on. I'm singing about heartbreak. What you mean?
Oh, man.
I'm heartbroken right now. What are you talking about?
I mean, just
have my heart broken right now.
Just fight Phil then.
In this moment, he don't want to fight because he's gonna bring Yellowstone. Like, if he would run a 1-on-1, then we could do it. But
all
he
the
gotta
South
have all the
Union will
shooters.
be there. Yeah.
The whole South
The
Union.
All right,
whole
so
South
before
Union.
we leave, though, I want to get perspective on y'all. So there used to be this thing. I didn't know what it was. It was GRWM. It stands for Get Ready With Me. I thought it stood for grown women. So I'm old.
Can't lie.
Look,
I did too.
I did too.
I thought it,
Yeah.
We might be the dumb niggas on here.
We might be the three dummies.
yeah.
We are the three students.
Yo,
I'm definitely Curly, man.
Get
I'm
ready
a
with me.
wild nigga.
I thought it stood for girls. I was like, yo, there's a lot of
Like,
grown
damn,
women out there, bro. I was like, they bad
That's a
too.
nigga in here.
Okay.
Man, you see what I'm saying?
That's
So I
what
was
fucked
like,
me up.
Yeah.
So I realized
Damn.
it couldn't stand for grown women
That's fact.
because there's a brother named Ashton Hall. All right. Now I'm gonna give it up to my brother. My brother swole.
Okay.
He got muscles on top of muscles.
Right.
I got muscles too, nigga. What
Yeah,
you doing? Chill out. But I think he's taking this thing too far.
Okay.
We're going to embed the video of this in, and I would like us to do a live stream about this brother's content. Because
Okay.
he wakes up at 3:54 a.m. A brother of my own heart. I don't really sleep. I'd be
Right.
up at 3:30 also. But he cutting bananas, apples,
Oh, he just wake up
roses.
being
No, I'm not done. Roses, aquapana water, and he's pouring it with ice in a bowl. He's dumping his face. Clearly, my skin ain't exfoliated right because he's dumping his face in there. And then he's going out and running sprints. So we're clearly not the caliber of black men that we need
This
to
is
be right now.
directly after dumping his face.
Bro,
he goes and runs sprints.
this is gonna ruin the show, son. But I need you to watch my brother's morning routine because I'm actually kind of offended by that, and I'm offended that we're allowing black men to get this off right now. Back in the day, we just used to throw on drawers and go outside and hoop.
The lighting.
We used to wear jeans with hoop shorts under them
Definitely.
Why is it lit like this?
because they're content creators now.
I get it, but
So
damn.
I feel like we should make a video like this. I would encourage us as the Pour
Can I
Horsemen
keep
to
my
take
shirt
this on.
on?
Absolutely not. You got to be nude. And we're doing it
I got
with a
a dang
rapper.
good-
They're in this also. Y'all, when you're on this episode, you got recruited to do this video.
Oh,
So
man.
we need to do this video. How long do we need to get your bodies in shape to do this video like brother was just doing it? How long do you need?
I need about two.
I've never been in that type of shape.
It's your fault. How long do you need?
How do I even do that?
How long-
Somebody tell me.
You gotta have the V to the D.
I used to have
You gotta have that.
I used to have a V.
For this to work. So how long do you need before you get the V?
I need about 2-3 years. You know?
Years. What the fuck? How long do you need to get the V? We're doing this as marketing for the high. They here right now. If we want to make this money, we need to do this get ready grown woman video. How long do you
We
need?
selling dick out this
I'm selling whatever. It's expensive in this motherfucker.
Whatever works.
If y'all need to come to the high,
Whatever
And
keeps
whatever
us
works.
in the black.
if you ain't been touched in a while,
Oh my god.
look, I'm
Holy
doing
shit.
it. Look, all right.
This
So
is the part
how
where I
long do
leave.
you need?
I need like 3 months.
Okay, 90 days. You need
90
3
days.
years. How long y'all need to get the V to the D? Because we got to, if we gonna turn this building up, bro, we got to make this money. How
you
long y'all
trying to
need?
turn this into the Chippendales?
Bro, I don't care what's gonna happen. Do we need to keep the building open or not?
Well, we gonna be
Bro.
outside doing this?
No, we're
or-
doing it in here
With this type
with
of
these
lighting
type of
too.
lights. So how long do you need?
Honestly, I might need like 3 weeks.
Okay,
3
you need
weeks.
3 weeks. All right. So how long you need?
Give me a
You just
solid-
ruptured your Achilles though.
I
See,
did.
my nigga came in limping.
Give me a solid 4 months,
Nah, he
man.
came
I'm
in
good.
limping. He out. He ruptured his Achilles. We can't use him. So y'all fellas get ready. I'ma have a bowl of bananas, apples,
Bananas out.
turmeric. I don't know what else my nigga got in there. What he put in there?
LP a wild nigga. He gonna leave whole bananas in that bitch for us to dump our faces.
I'm not gonna have y'all bobbing for
He gonna
bananas.
replace-
That's wild.
He gonna replace this water with Topo Chico. It's gonna be Topo Chica.
No,
We
no, our
have-
water's gonna be sink water. What are you talking
Sink
about?
water.
Aquaponics expensive.
Hey,
Ernest
probably
done
that
jumped
coffee
on his
got in
phone.
the
Was he
bag.
had completely
Ice in there,
lost
we
control of
good.
this show?
Look, put the sink water in the bowl. I got some frozen bananas because I was gonna make banana bread tonight.
That might not,
The
we already
HEB
ready.
joints.
but that might not be that good for your
Ready.
skin, though. That might not be that good for your skin.
It's
Yeah, no, this what he
it's
doing it, bro.
preservatives in
I mean, he
that.
doing it.
He doing it. He going hard with it. He
Whoa.
got
He getting swoller every day when he
Whoa.
Yeah, bro. How swole
I
do
was
you,
talking about the sink water.
All right.
how swole do you want to be?
Wrap it up.
Nah, what are you talking about?
I mean, let's keep it. But they
How
lying about all
hard
the
do you
water.
want to be?
And that is episode 341.
Nah, for real. Tell the people where they
Powered
can
by
find y'all
Blake
again.
O'Brien.
The next time y'all see these brothers, they will be in our Grown Woman video.
Grown
They will
woman.
be in it.
Swole.
Because I'm not letting someone do this on the internet without me doing it too. That's crazy.
Man.
Like, why is he running sprints like that? That
Let
offended
that
me.
man live in that lane.
Nah, bro.
man.
Stop living your life, bro. Stop living your life.
Let him live in
And
that
now he
lane.
got little minions doing it too. One of the brothers wasn't even swole. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot do this. So I'm doing it too. So tell the people where they can find y'all
I'm gonna
again.
do it with this
Next
body.
time y'all are in this video, we doing Grown Woman right here. Go ahead.
Let's get it.
Or you can find me at Jarren Small on all social medias. That's JARREN Small.
Biggie's cousin. Go ahead.
So you can find me on all platforms at The Art of Douglas.
What does the art of Douglas mean? You on some New York shit? What's that?
Nah, it's
Yup.
just something I came up with last year when I was looking to try something different, and I think it just more describes the person that I'm
Hey,
becoming.
New York niggas are funny, bro.
Yeah, New York.
We're very
Y'all are tapped into a creative level that I think exceeds a lot of regions.
You know what it is? I think growing up in New York, I grew up in a very culturally diverse place.
Mhm.
I lived on a block where I had my best friend was Dominican and Puerto Rican, and I had a Jewish family across the
Yeah.
street that I was friends with. I had an Italian person across the street that I was friends with.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only place in the world where you can live. You can never leave your neighborhood, and you can have every global perspective and a global experience. So,
Man, I had a global experience off of Bissonnette and the Belt. 2
God,
weeks ago.
wow.
Talk
Talk
about